everyone!
Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandon.
And my name is Heidi, and we're here with another video for you guys.
We are doing our 500 subscribers Q&A special today. So in our 500 subscribers announcement video, in the comments, you asked us some questions, as well as on Instagram at sunnytimes2, and we are going to answer all of those here for you today.
A few other things, at the end of this video, we'll also be announcing our giveaway winner, so be sure to stick around for that.
Yes, and we have also opened a P.O. box because for some crazy reason, some people in the comments have asked about sending us magic mail and fan mail, which blows our minds. So if you want to, by no means you have to, but we have left our P.O. box information down in the description below. So thank you to everyone who asked for that. You don't need to do that by any means.
And if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more Disney related content just like this, as well as pins, unboxings, and hauls.
So now that that's all taken care of, we have 80 questions to get through. So this is going to be a long one. So grab a snack, sit back and relax, and let's get into these questions. So this was by far the most asked question, and it is, how did you guys meet and how long have you been together? And it was asked by Francesca B, Normal Girl Vlogging, Caitlin Travels, The Bryrock 75, Magical Martini, Megan Walker, all on YouTube, and then the Organized Canadian on Instagram.
Whew, okay, so this is kind of like a long story.
Long one.
We'll try to make it short and sweet for you guys.
Yeah, so originally I was Heidi's boss, technically, at summer camp. We met like a few months before that at a game night. We had no clue who each other were, and then we were doing interviews and Heidi walked in the door and we kind of knew each other. I followed her on Instagram after the game night, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then she did the interview, and then she didn't get the job.
So sad.
And she was really sad, and then I had to call people back who I could pick somebody to replace someone who didn't accept the job, and then I picked Heidi. And when I called, what'd you say?
I said, I'll have to think about it for no reason. Then I was like, whatever, like, obviously I want this job.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And then it started from there, and then we kind of got to know each other, and it was kind of one of those things, it's so cliche, but Heidi stayed over here at my house for like a whole night. We didn't go to sleep, we watched a movie and chatted, and then from then, it just set sail. And we've been together for just over a year.
Yeah, so not that long actually.
Not that long.
People always think that we've been together longer, but hasn't been that long.
Yes.
Question number 2, and this is a 2-part question. So, what got you two into Disney? Was it a shared passion for Disney that brought you together, or did one of you spark it for the other?
So I've always been into Disney as a kid. It was my big obsession. This whole shelf used to be all Disney stuff. So I've always loved it forever and always.
And for me, I've always loved Disney, however, just not in the same like capacity as Brandon. And so like the turning point for me was on our last trip.
Yep.
So that was in November of 2019. We went to Walt Disney World, and after that, it was just like so amazing, and I became like obsessed with it.
Yeah, and then I think like the spark thing, that was my fault, because when Heidi comes here and you see all this and you book a Disney trip a month after dating, I think you know that you're pretty obsessed.
And I forgot to add that that question was asked by Francesca B and Megan Walker on YouTube.
Okay, the next question is, if you could be a Disney character for a day, who would you be and why? And this was asked by Corelli Franco on YouTube. So who would you be?
Great question. Can you answer first?
Yeah, because so Heidi doesn't know
I didn't look at these questions, so I'm not prepared.
Because I go through all the comments, she's not prepared. I would be the genie, obviously, because the genie is cool. I wouldn't like the itty bitty living space genie, but I would want like the magical power genie after like vacation genie. And that's going to be a reoccurring theme, I'm sure, with this Q&A is the genie.
Okay, and I would be Wendy from Peter Pan, which is really random, but I feel like Neverland would be hype and it'd be cool to fly, though I'd be very scared. So yeah, kind of random.
That's a good pick, I like the pick.
Next question is, what international park do you most want to go to and why? And this was asked by Sophia KB on YouTube.
So mine would be Shanghai Disney, because I think that's where they're building the Zootopia area, which I need to see, but I'm not going there until they build the Zootopia area.
And mine, I don't really want to choose one because I hate flying and I don't really want to fly that long to get to any of these parks. But I think as of right now, I'd pick Disneyland Paris to meet my friend Dee. She's from the UK. She also has a Disney Channel. So yeah, right now, that's where I'd want to go.
And you really want to ride the tower there.
Oh yeah,
It's really cool.
I love Tower of Terror, so I'd love to ride that ride there.
So this next question is also asked by Sophia KB on YouTube, and it is, which country do you want to visit once travel is allowed?
Which country I want to visit?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna pick one place that I want to go.
Yeah.
I really want to go to Hawaii. I don't think that would be the first place I'd go after like COVID's over, but I really, really want to go there because I love surfing, so I'd pick there.
Yes, realistically, we'd probably go to Disney World would be the next place.
Yeah.
So if we had to pick like a different place, I would love to go to California, which is not Disney World. If I'm thinking exotic, I'd pick Australia. I think Australia would be really, really cool. See some kangaroos and that kind of stuff.
Next question. If you went on a Disney cruise, what would your destination be? Castaway or more like Europe? And this one was asked on YouTube by Joanna Corolis.
So if I had to pick, I would love to go on a Disney cruise, first of all. I would pick more like Castaway. I'd want like the Caribbean weather and the hot weather for sure, Castaway.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I love like the ocean and the beach, so that calls me right there.
Yeah, Heidi loves hot weather, and I would have to go along with that because it'd be so fun to go to Castaway. It's like Disney's like own private island. Super cool. So the next one is, what made you want to start a YouTube channel and why a Disney related one? And this was asked by Kelly Alred Salmon.
Okay, so we both always kind of wanted to have YouTube channels, but never really like got around to it just because we didn't kind of know where to start. But then when we met up, we both kind of expressed that, oh, like YouTube would be fun.
Yeah, so originally, if you go back to our older videos, there's like Heidi's birthday, and we went to Canada's Wonderland, and our Disney trip. All of those videos were just for us to go back and watch and enjoy, and we put them on YouTube so that our family and friends could watch them.
Yeah.
Because like my Nana and aunts and mom and Heidi's friends wanted to see our adventures, so we put them on there. And then originally we watched the Leffersons and Brittany and Liz at What Life Salt Life do like pin trading monthly and hauls and unboxings.
Yep.
And then we were like, okay, let's just do this thing and try it out and see how it goes.
Yep, so we got a pin trading monthly box and we uploaded that video, so that was our first like kind of like, okay, we actually want to do
like,
this thing.
Yeah, do YouTube like for real as a Disney YouTuber. And Disney I think was a no-brainer because I love it so much and I always wanted to do that, to be honest. I watched YouTube for years.
And then I obviously fell in love with it and I thought it would be a really fun thing to like share.
Yeah, and it's been the best thing that we've ever done in my opinion.
Our next question is, how did you start your Disney collection and love for Disney in general? And that's asked by Skylar Ann on YouTube.
So, Disney collection, I've always been obsessed with the Disney stuff, if you couldn't tell by this background. So I've always had Disney collectible things, but really within the last couple of years with pin trading would be like the biggest thing. That's our biggest collection for sure.
Yeah, so I fell in love with pin trading again on our last trip, and then we didn't really like continue pin trading, and then we found like online pin trading, and we were like, whoa, this is a thing. And after that, we've just become like addicted to pin trading. Yeah,
so I would say like the both of us together since our Disney trip is when our combined Disney collections have kind of started, and their love for Disney we already talked about, but it's just a huge big obsession now. So this is another question from Skylar, and it says, we know that Heidi wants to be a doctor, so Brandon, what do you want to be? And great question, Skylar. I want to be a teacher. I've had a really difficult, different road to get to the path I'm on, but I want to be a teacher. I want to teach grade 4 and 5, hopefully, because they're cute and fun. I can play games and sports with them, but that's my passion and drive is to be a teacher.
And then another question from Skylar. It is, which park is your favorite? And ours is the same on this one.
1, 2, 3.
Hollywood Studios.
Very controversial, but it's true.
Yup.
This next one was asked on YouTube by Lizzie Myers, and it is, do you plan on pin trading with the new precautions that Disney is taking in the parks? Yes.
Yeah, but we're not going to Disney anytime soon because borders are closed. We're from Canada. If you're new around here, and you just don't know. So there's no way that we can get to the parks, but if we were there, we would be pin trading.
Yes,
for sure.
For sure.
Our next question is not Disney related.
Ooh, yay. This is fun. I like, I have to say, I like how people have asked some different questions. That's fun for us.
So the question is, what kind of music do you guys like? And the question was asked by the Princess and the Sith, our friends Jess and Nico.
Yes. So music that I like is very interesting that you probably wouldn't know. I like hip hop and rap music. My favorite artist is Drake. I like Migos. I like DaBaby. I also love listening to Disney music a lot and like top 100 type of music.
And I like all kind of music. There's no music I don't really like listening to except for like heavy metal or screamo.
Yeah.
But anything else, I'm kind of more of like a tops hit kind of person, just listen to the radio. But fun fact, when I'm studying for exams, I like listening to Kygo.
Yeah, she like plugs in and she's out for sure.
Yeah.
The next question is, after Disney World, what location is next on your wish list? And this was asked on YouTube by Kathy Simpson.
So mine is the Maldives, or the Maldives, however you want to say it. I really want to go there. It's like my dream destination because it just looks so beautiful.
And mine is to go to California and go to Disneyland because I've been there for half a day and I rode Soarin' and Tower of Terror at DCA and that was it. But I want to have the full Disneyland experience.
Our next question is, what sports are you into? What teams are you into? And did you play any sports in school? And this was asked by Raider fan JB on YouTube.
So the biggest sport that I'm into would be basketball. I also play volleyball and that kind of stuff, but basketball is a huge passion of mine. I played it in high school. I've coached it for 6 years at the high school level, which was really fun. And the team that I'm most into is the defending 2019 NBA champion Toronto Raptors. They are the best and so awesome. They actually were started the year that I was born. So I'm a super big fan and I don't miss any games except for the finals because I was hanging out with Heidi and missed one game.
Sorry. And I'm into distance running because I've done that competitively since the end of grade 9. I ran Division 1 in the States for 2 years, and now I'm a varsity athlete just coming off injury, but you know, trying my best out here. And yes, I love running. Other than that, I don't really watch any sports. I watch the Olympics and track online through streaming services. And then other sports I do enjoy are volleyball, and I like playing basketball, but I've never done that competitively except for like in
we
elementary
just like
school.
shoot around for fun and I always win and it's okay. This next question was asked by the Princess and the Sith, Jess and Nico, and it is, if you guys could create your own Disney theme park, what would the theme be?
So I think I'd go with princesses, because imagine there was just like a theme park with like a land from every like princess movie ever. That'd be so amazing.
That'd be good. I really like this question. Mine would be like animated worlds or something. So it would be like, you'd have like Agrabah, and there'd be like the Cave of Wonders. You'd have like Arendelle, Corona, like maybe Zootopia, because I need that in a theme park. I don't even care. Zootopia. You could have like the Incredibles area, which I love. I would just take all of my favorite movies and make lands of them, and it would be just incredible. And they'd all have a ride. You can meet all the characters. It'd be perfect. It'd be like, yeah, different areas from all the movies that I love.
So you already kind of answered this question, but we'll just touch on it again quickly. So the question is, what made you decide to join the YouTube world? And this was asked on YouTube by Jeff Terry and BryRoxen5.
Yes, and again, like we said, we watched The Leffersons and Brittany and Liz, Walt Life, Salt Life, do some unboxings and Pin Trading Monthly, and we thought, we like Disney, let's maybe try this out. And we kind of really wanted to be a part of the community. We didn't know how great it was, but
it's awesome.
It's awesome. It's the best ever. This question was also asked by Jeff on YouTube, and it is, what do you think when you look back at your very first video?
Okay, so our first video was my birthday video?
Yes, let's do it like that one and then Pin Trading
Okay,
Monthly.
So birthday video vlog. I really liked that video just because it was just for us and I worked really hard on editing it, and it's just really fun to look back on the memories of like my whole birthday weekend.
Yeah.
So I really like that video.
Yeah, and you can tell that we were just like doing it for fun because it's kind of goofy fun. Pin Trading Monthly, looking back, oh my goodness.
Because that was our first like sit down like
where we're like putting ourselves out there as a Disney YouTuber. That was like 3 months ago, and it was like, oof, I look back and like I had just like shaved my beard off and I hated it. I looked awful. And we like showed the pins, and I remember from the pins they were so blurry. We're like, they were not clear. And then
we're like sitting on like our bed, and like we were just like, woo, we're happy to be here. So it's very cringe, but it's cool to see like how far we've come, and how much.
And now like it kind of led to Pin Mail Mondays, which is really cool. So
it's fun to look back at, but a bit cringe.
So you can go check out both of those and see when we weren't really caring about YouTube, and then when we were caring about YouTube and it still wasn't great. But go check those out for
Another question from the Princess and the Sith, Jess and Nico. What are your least favorite Disney rides? Oof. This is hard.
It is hard because like there's a lot of great rides and none of them are really, well, in my opinion, awful. I really, I'm just gonna say it, I do not like the Tomorrowland Speedway. That needs to be ripped up and thrown away and put something else there. That big area, I can't get my body in those go-karts, and I think smelling the gas is awful, so that's my least favorite for sure.
And mine might be controversial, but I don't like Test Track. I'm sorry, but it just feels like you're getting like in an accident the whole time.
I love it.
And I'm just not that big of a fan, so I'm gonna have to say it. Sorry, everyone.
But hear me out. Because Test Track is how you want to drive on the roads but can't drive, and that's why I love it.
No, I don't drive on the roads like that.
No, I know that's what I mean, but you want
driver.
to.
No, I don't know.
You don't want to? I would love to. Like, you're like this, and I love that.
Let us know down below if you like Test Track.
Yes, please. Side with me on that. Test Track is a good ride. So the next question was also asked by Jeff, and it is, what are your YouTube goals for the future? I think for us, We just want to keep on like doing videos that people like and hopefully people enjoy them. But to us, it's being a part of the community. We've made so many amazing friends. We just want to grow those connections and relationships. And keep on making fun videos that you guys hopefully enjoy. We don't have any goals for like subscribers or like likes and views and that stuff. We just do this for fun. It's a hobby. So
yeah, we just hope that we can keep putting out content that people enjoy, and we can keep connecting with the Disney community and with everyone watching our videos, because that's like the whole thing.
It's the best thing of this whole thing. Like I'm telling you, answering comments and like messages, it's the best thing in the world.
The next question. Ooh, this is kind of funky. Who are your celebrity crushes? And this is asked by the Disney Duo and Pumpkin Pass on YouTube.
This is a juicy question. You want me to go first or you go
first? Yeah, you can go first. Brandon has a lot of celebrity crushes.
Okay, I have 3 main ones. Okay, are you ready? Hear me out. So number 1, Ariana Grande. Love Ariana Grande. Just everything about her. She has a great voice. Love her. I love Mackenzie Kurtz, who played Anna in Frozen on Broadway. R.I.P. Frozen on Broadway. But that's
actually
a joke
sad.
with us. Actually sad. But it's a joke that I love Mackenzie Kurtz, and Heidi gets mad about it.
But
Heidi
no, I don't get
also,
mad at Mackenzie Kurtz because I love her.
You love Mackenzie Kurtz.
She's amazing.
And then my next one is Lily Reinhart, a.k.a.
That's
Betty
who I
Cooper,
get mad at. That's who I get mad at.
A.k.a. Betty Cooper from Riverdale, which is a show that we both love. It's so cringe, but I love Riverdale and I love Betty Cooper. And you like remind me of Betty Cooper, like the pony and everything. I just love those 3 lovely ladies.
Okay, and I don't really have like a celebrity crush that I'm like, oh my gosh, I love. People that I do like, Zac Efron, like classic choice, I feel. Who else? There's like a guy, I don't even know his name, but he's in Maleficent. Brenton Toits or something like that. I like him. Don't really know that much about him. I don't even know his name, but he's one of my celebrity crushes. And then who else? Like Channing Tatum. All like the classic choices, you know.
And then I also love me some Jennifer Lawrence, you know, Katniss Everdeen.
Oh, she's cool.
I like her. She's funny and hilarious. So those are, celebrity crushes. So this is a question that a lot of people have asked us like before, but not for the Q&A. But it is asked by What Life Salt Life, our friends Brittany and Liz. Go check their channel out. It is, how did you come up with your channel name?
Oh, I'm excited to answer this question. So I feel like I kind of came up with this name.
Yeah.
I don't really know how I came up with It's Always Sunny. It kind of just like came to me one day. And in my head, I kind of envisioned it as like a little life motto that I had, like a little like mantra where like, kind of like, it doesn't really matter what's going on in your life. You're in charge of like, bringing happiness to yourself and positivity, and you can kind of change everyone else's energy around yourself if you want to. So I kind of started like saying that in my head to myself, like it's always sunny, like you can be that like positivity in the room. And then so when we like were starting YouTube, I kind of brought it up to Brandon where I like,
but we had no clue. We were like, what are we gonna do? Or like for a channel,
yeah, we didn't know.
For like a week or 2, we didn't know.
And then I kind of like had it in my head, but I didn't want to like say it because I was like, I don't know if he'll like it. But then I was like, well, it's always sunny. And then I kind of like told him like what it meant. And then we kind of, wanted to like brand our channel that way because we, like the reason that we do YouTube is that we can put like a smile on people's faces and share something that we love with everyone and be that like positive energy. Yeah. So that's kind of where it started. Yeah,
like, and I take it like all the same stuff that Heidi said, but also like everywhere in the world, summer's always sunny and happiness can always be out there. So I think we try to like show that to all you guys and hopefully it comes across, but we're so thankful for all of you and we just want to be that sunshine in your lives, hopefully.
Up next, our next question is, do you collect any non-Disney items? And this was asked by Magic in Michigan and Pumpkin Pass, our homies on YouTube.
So that's a tough question. So I used to have a lot of collections. I used to collect Amiibos, which were like those little Nintendo figures.
Oh, yes.
And then I got rid of those. I sold most of them. I still have some of those. I used to collect World of Nintendo figures because I loved Nintendo as a kid. And then I had a little phase where like I would buy like shoes to collect. Not anymore. I was going to start a basketball jersey collection. That didn't go very far. So now we've resorted to pins and Disney items. Yeah, I don't collect anything non-Disney just because I don't actually like collecting things. I don't like having a lot of things. I mean, what you see in this background is kind of like all my Disney stuff. Yeah. I'm just like not a big like things person, so I'd rather not collect, but I love Disney pins, so that's my like one collection. Yes, and Heidi's made me downsize. So now we're just at Disney stuff and we're totally okay with that because there's so much Disney stuff out there. It's true. This question I like a lot. So it is, what are your favorite American and Canadian snacks? And this was asked by the Princess and the Sith, Jess and Nico, and Nikki the Snake Lady, and both on YouTube. Okay, so favorite Canadian snack, it's not really a snack, but poutine. Yeah. I love poutine so much, I literally eat it like a few times a week. If they don't know, let them know what poutine is.
Oh, poutine is French fries with gravy and cheese curds, and it's really good. So if you haven't tried it, you can make it at home.
Yes.
I definitely suggest it.
It is Canadian. My favorite Canadian things, and this is so cliche, all dressed chips. Love all dressed chips. I love a coffee crisp. I love Canadian things like that. Those are my two like weaknesses though. Heidi loves poutine a lot. It's not my super favorite, but I could have a bag of all dressed chips and a coffee crisp and I'm good to go.
And then for American foods, I'm not really like a snack person, so I'm just gonna say places that I love.
There you go.
Bojangles and Cookout. People in the South, if you have that near you, just send me some, please. Like, I miss it so much from when I lived down there. It's just amazing.
And you can send her that in our P.O. box. Just like send some Bojangles.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. My favorite American things, again, I haven't really ate at like Southern places or American restaurants, but I love Fruity Pebbles is my favorite cereal. I need some of that in my life. I like the Ruffles, sour cream and cheddar, I think they're called, those chips. And I also love burgers from Shake Shack, which we had in New York.
Good.
We'll leave that video there. Go check that out. Oh my goodness, Shake Shack is so good. So Shake Shack, Fruity Pebbles, and sour cream and cheddar chips. You can find me late at night with all those.
The next question is, do you have any hidden talents? And this was asked by Magic in Michigan.
Oh, this is such an Andrew and Justin task. I don't even know if I have any hidden talents.
I have a random talent. It's not really a talent. I don't know if you can hear it. So I can do this thing with my hands when I go like this. And it like squeaks and like nobody can really do it, I think. I mean, if you can do it, let me know down below. It's kind of weird. I don't really know. I randomly found out like a few years ago that I could do that. Yeah.
I don't know if I have any. Like, do you think I have any?
Hidden talents?
Not really. I can do this with my hands. I don't know if anybody else can do this, but you go like this, and then you flip it up and you put it on your nose, and then you undo like this and it stays like that. Did you do it too? Yeah, so those are hidden talents. I also like to think that I'm good at impressions, but I'm not good at impressions. Like, I like to think that my Mrs. Doubtfire impression is very good. And I go, hello! When she comes out of the fridge, when she has that, like, and she goes, I look like a Yeti in this getup, when she has that on. And then I can do, well, not like, but poor Nana, not as good as Dee, but I like to think that I can maybe sometimes do a British accent. Let us know in the comments. I'm sorry to any people from the UK that I offended with my Mrs. Doubtfire impression. This was also asked by Magic in Michigan, and it is, how fast can Heidi run?
Oh, faster than Brandon.
Yeah, faster than me for sure.
No, I don't really know because I know like, so a lot of American people don't really know like track times. Like I run the 1500 and in America it's like the mile. So I'll go by 5K time. So the fastest I've run a 5K in a race was through a 7K race distance actually in cross country. And I ran 17:59, sub 18 minutes. And that was a few years back. I haven't raced in like over 2 years because of my injury. So hopefully I can run faster than that very soon though.
And I'm a recreational walker.
So this next question was asked by our friend, the Fryrock75, and it is, where is your favorite spot to view fireworks in Disney? Magic Kingdom or Epcot?
For sure, Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
I love Happily Ever After. It's incredible and beautiful, and I cry and makes me emotional.
And I agree with that.
Yeah. To be fair, haven't seen the new Epcot fireworks. I'm sure they're great, but still would pick Happily Ever After. So this next question is, if you could move to Florida to be closer to the parks, would you? And this was asked on YouTube by the Pumpkin Queens, our dear friends Megan and Juliet, and then on Instagram, Annette Van Dyke 333.
So it would be amazing to live in Florida, but I don't think we would ever like move away from Canada.
No.
Like, yeah, we just love it here so much, and it's our home, and we have family here, and it would be too far of a move. But one thing, maybe we could have like a little like summer house there or something. Yeah. That would be cool.
And one of my goals in my life is to be an annual pass holder, at least for 1 year, just to go more than once. But yeah, for sure, don't want to leave Canada. We love Canada so much.
The next question is, what Disney character would you consider switching lives with for a week? And this was asked by Kita_Schuchman on Instagram.
That's a tough one. I got two characters. I would love to switch with Maui, because he's a demigod and has that hook and could transform into things, or Mr. Incredible, so I could be really strong and lift things. So yeah, Mr. Incredible or my guy Maui.
So since Brandon just said Mr. Incredible, I just had a thought. I would love to be Dash because I really want to run fast. Like super fast. That would be amazing for me. So Dash.
Yeah, how could you go wrong with picking a superhero? Come on. Okay, the next one is Cake or Pie, and this was asked on YouTube by Magic in Michigan.
Okay, I'm gonna go with cake. I do like pie, but only with ice cream and only if my mom makes it. But I do like cake more.
I'm gonna pick cake as well because I love how cake can like be taken so many ways. I know that people would say that pie can be like a lot of different ways, but like to me, if the crust isn't good, I don't like pie. Whereas I'll just eat any cake.
Our next question is actually 2 questions, but we're putting them together since they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite snack to eat in Disney? Or if you could eat only one food at Disney, what would it be? And this was asked by Claire Namo on YouTube and Jessica.Buono.14 on Instagram.
I would pick the popcorn. Something about that Disney popcorn just like calls to me and speaks to me, and I love it. And then an honorable mention, I love the tachos at Woody's Lunchbox or the Breakfast Bowl. I would love to either of those, but popcorn is my all-time favorite Disney snack.
And I would pick Dole Whip. I love Dole Whip. It's so amazing, so good. Dole Whip all day, every day.
This next one is, have you visited any other Disney parks besides Walt Disney World? And this was asked by Disney.pin.love on Instagram.
Nope. We have not.
No, but I have been to California, and like I said, I went to Disneyland, but like to Disney California Adventure, and we were there for maybe an hour at the most, and I did Soarin' and Tower of Terror, and then our teacher said, okay, like time to go, and I was like, but we're going to Universal for the whole day, I'd rather be at Disneyland. So in short, we've only really been to Walt Disney World because I don't count that as a Disneyland experience.
Our next question is, if you could only pick one movie/park/ride to have a pin collection of, which one would you choose? And this was asked on Instagram by Once Upon Wonderland Shop. That's a tough question.
Once Upon Wonderland Shop, you're coming with the heat out here. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I know mine. It's Tower of Terror.
Really?
I thought about this, and it's because some of my other main like big collections are Frozen and Tangled. I have minor collections, but those like Tower, Frozen, Tangled are my top collections. And I feel like they'll always have Tower pins, so I can always find new pins to collect. But you never know, like, maybe they'll phase out of not having new Frozen Tangled pins. And I just love, like, the aesthetic of the dark Tower pins. It's very cool.
Mine's so hard, you guys. And I know everybody, like, who's watching this is screaming, Zootopia, Zootopia, which is probably what I'm going to pick. My only worry about picking Zootopia is that it's so hard because a lot of the Zootopia pins they make are overseas.
That's true.
And they're harder to get. So what I'm going to say is going to surprise. I'm going to say the Genie. I would rather collect the Genie as my only collection because I know that I can get those pins more often versus Zootopia pins are a lot overseas. But I'm really sad about it, you guys. Holy. So this next one I really like. It was asked by Jennifer McName on YouTube. And it is, what Disney couple's relationship is most like you two as a couple? So we talked about this because we wanted to make sure that it was a good answer.
And that we were on the same page.
Yeah, Heidi came up with it right away.
Mm-hmm. So we decided Anna and Kristoff. And the reason for this is because, like, in the movies, Kristoff does, like, anything for Anna. And he's always there for her. And she's kind of, like, in her own world, like, doing her own thing. And I feel like that's kind of like us. Like, Brandon's super, like, he'll drop anything and do everything. And I'm just kind of like, woo! But then at the end of the day, like, we love each other super, super lots, and I think that's why we're like them.
And I also think, in a way, like, Anna's very independent, which I think is how Heidi is, and Kristoff's always, like, he, like, wants to be with her, and, like, she always, like, goes off and does her own thing, and then he has, like, the Lost in the Woods moment. I think that'd be me. I'd be, like, in the forest, being like, she's gone, again, you're gone, like, type of thing. But I think, again, he also always comes back to her, and he's always there, and he doesn't always, like, come in to help right away. He goes like, what do you need, or I'm here if you need me.
And that's like exactly like our relationship perfectly. The next question is, are you guys from families that love Disney, or are you the only ones? And this was asked by Elizabeth Serrell on YouTube. This is a great question.
It's a good question. So my family, again, has always been into Disney. As a kid, I had all of like the Winnie the Pooh stuffed animals and the toys from Toy Story, and I would watch like Disney movies all the time. But nobody in my family is even as close to a Disney fan as me. I'm like the biggest Disney fan, and my whole family, cousins, aunts, uncles, everything.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, my family growing up, I had all like the Disney movies on VHS and watched them a lot. And my mom, it's funny because we always like kind of do a little trivia with her to see if she knows, and she knows a lot of Disney stuff actually. So shout out to my mom for knowing all the Disney hookups. But yeah, no one else loves Disney as much as us in both our families at all.
Nope. And somebody asked me this at Sport Check, actually, which is a store here in Canada, and they said, oh wow, like, you have a nice Aladdin shirt, do you love Disney? And I said, if you have a Disney YouTube channel like I do, you definitely love Disney. So that's my answer all the time. So this next question is, do you guys visit any other parks when you visit? So meaning like SeaWorld or Universal. And this was asked by Layla on YouTube.
So we've only been to Disney World once together, and we didn't go to any other parks.
No.
When we go, our intention is kind of like Disney, Disney, Disney. We're all there for Disney, but I'd like to go to like Universal.
Yeah, so I've been to Universal once in like 2010 maybe, like it was a long time ago, and it was cool, but again, I always come back to like Disney, 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 like Heidi said. So hopefully next time I'll maybe do like one day at Universal. Have no interest to go to SeaWorld or those things, because then it just becomes way too much.
Our next question was asked by Stacy and Travis on YouTube, and it is, how did you get into pin trading, and why do you like trading / collecting pins?
So I got my first pins in 2007, and I wasn't into pin trading, but it was like an Epcot book from the Illuminations dinner show, and then I didn't trade pins that whole year, and then I really got into it when me and my family went in 2018, but I wasn't super obsessed, and then when we went, it was like obsession overload.
Yeah, so I had never heard about pins or pin trading, had no idea. Then we went on our trip, and Brandon had like a lot of, well, I say a lot of pins.
Yeah,
and,
enough.
Like,
I had enough.
And he said like, oh, pin trading, it's so fun, kind of telling me about it, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, cool. And then we went to the parks, like, I was a bit hesitant at first. I didn't like going up to the cast members and being like, can I look at your pins? By the end of it, I was running around like, excuse me, miss, like, I want to see your pin bag. I was super into it. And after that, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this so much.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that I love it so much is that now we've continued it to online, and we've been able to like make connections with different people who also love pins, and it's cool to like meet different people. So we trade with Facebook groups. We'll leave those down below. But it's so fun to like talk to people about something you like absolutely love.
And I think I was talking to Megan from the Pumpkin Queens actually, and she said that the Disney pin community is a whole different thing, and it's so true.
It's true.
So I think I love talking to people like about pins and seeing what people like to collect. And I think like on our trip we didn't know there was like fake pins all throughout the parks. So I think now it's kind of cool like to kind of like see which ones are fake and not, and then collect like certain collections, and then as you get like into more and more things, you expand and grow collections. So.
Yeah, and it's also fun because they're all like little, so it's not like you're collecting something that takes up a lot of space. If you don't want it out, you can just put it in a binder and have it.
True.
Yeah, so that's fine.
So this one is kind of long. There's like 3 questions, but they're all kind of the same. So what character are you most like or wish you were most like? What Disney character do you most relate to? And what Disney character most represents you, not Frozen or Zootopia? And these were all asked by Jennifer McName, Chrissy Brewer, and Steve C. on YouTube.
Okay, this one's easy for me because it's my girl Rapunzel. I always feel like I'm a lot like Rapunzel. I'm kind of into the same things as her. Like, she likes drawing and, well, I don't know. She just likes being outside and just like adventuring. And I'm very much like her. And I also think she's very bubbly. And I feel like I'm very bubbly. And she has blonde hair. Mine's kind of turning brown, but I'm trying to keep blonde in the sun. And yeah, so that's why.
Mine's hard. I don't really know who I like relate to. I always like hear this, and I've been told this, that I'm like Sully from Monsters Inc. I don't know if that's really true or if it's just because I'm big and maybe scary. But I think now that I say it, like, I am kind of like Kristoff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
So I would say that I'm kind of like them. I think I'm like Sully because he's really good with Boo, and I work with kids. So everybody views me as like this big guy who's really good with kids. But then I think, like Heidi said, I'm kind of like Kristoff when he's caring and would drop everything for anybody. So I'm a mix of Kristoff and Sully.
Our next question was asked on Instagram by April_everafter, and it is, what is your favorite part of doing YouTube? So we kind of talked about this earlier.
Yeah. My favorite part is the whole community. I never in a million years ever thought that this would happen. I never thought we'd have people that we talk to every day. And there's people on here who we talk to all the time and are our true real friends. And people don't get it because we've talked to real life like people about it and they don't get it. But the people who we're friends with are lifelong forever friends, and it's the most incredible thing ever.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just so amazing having people you can talk to, and it's cool how you've like never met some of these people, but you have so much in common that you can just like talk to them, and it's just amazing to make those connections with people out there.
Yeah, and 2 more things I want to add because I'm all like sappy, but to me it's really cool how there's people in the world who you never knew existed, and then doing this thing, like you find people that like are so like connected to you, like Nico from Princess and the Sith. Me and him, we're like the Disney twins, like we're the same, and it's like the most crazy thing ever. And then also reading comments. I love reading comments.
It means so much.
It means so much.
Because like when someone takes the time to actually like comment on your video, and like it's just so cool because they actually really like watched you, and then you get to respond and have like a little conversation with them. It's just so cool.
Like, and I love the ones where it's like, oh, like you made my day with this video, or you made me smile, or you guys are awesome, or like we had someone like a few videos ago who said like I'm starting a channel because you guys.
It's just so amazing. Like
it's amazing. And then like the big long comments, which all of you guys out there know who you are. I love those, reading those. It's just the best. So there's so many amazing things about this whole thing. That it's too hard to name a few that we just love the most. So this next one was asked by The Rocketeer on Instagram, and it is, what is the secret to 500 subscribers?
Yeah, we're not sure. We just do this. Like, obviously we love posting videos and stuff, but we don't know what's happening.
We never in a million years thought we'd even get to 50 or 100, and now we're at 500. We don't get it, so we couldn't tell you. We're not professional YouTubers. We just do this for fun.
We would just say, like, do what you love and share your passions with other people, and hopefully you can find people who connect with you, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. Yeah,
and we've been told this. You want to make videos that you'd want to watch. We were told that before, and also, to make some connections and grow those relationships. That's the biggest thing.
What Disney character is most like your partner? That's the next question, and it was asked by our friends Brittany and Liz at Walt Life Salt Life.
Rapunzel.
And Kristoff. We
already answered, but it's but like Heidi's super bubbly and like dreams about everything. Heidi's a super dreamer.
Yeah.
Which I think is the best. But so she's a super dreamer. And she loves being outside and loves the sun. It's always sunny. Like, it just fits too perfect.
And Brandon is all Kristoff. I don't know how I didn't realize it before. I just had like a revelation that, he's literally Kristoff.
So this next one is favorite pin in your entire collection. And it was asked on Instagram by Kita_Schitchman.
So this one was tough.
It was really tough.
I love this pin, so I had to go with it because it's so, so stunning. It's a Wally pin. It's a limited edition of 750 from Pixar Party, 30th anniversary, I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, but it opens up and inside there is a beautiful art piece of Wally holding an umbrella over Eve and it's raining. There's like the little Pixar ball and the front of it looks like this. It says Disney Pixar Wally. This is my favorite pin because I'm like art obsessed and I just think this is so, so stunning. Kind of random, like a Wally pin. People are probably guessing like tower or something, but this pin's just beautiful.
And mine, for all you that guessed Zootopia, you already know it. But this one, like I had to think really hard because it's very hard for me to pick a favorite pin. But this is a limited edition of 1500. Heidi got me this for my birthday. I love it. It is the Zootopia Lunchtime Tales pin. And you got all the characters on the front, like with the name Zootopia. And then when you open it up, you have some food from the movie. So there's a popsicle and a carrot and some peanuts and that kind of stuff. I just love it because it captures everything that's good about Zootopia, and I love me some food, and I just like it has all the characters on the front. It's a really cool pin.
Our next question is a tough one. If you could have a dinner party with 3 Disney characters, which one would you invite? And this was asked by Emma and John, you're welcome, on YouTube.
So me, like, I thought about this and it was really hard, but now I got it easy. I would pick the Genie and Princess Tiana and Judy Hopps. Those would be my 3 guests to my dinner party.
And mine would be Elsa, because I love her, Rapunzel, because I love her, and Mulan, because I also love her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Mulan was kind of, you guys probably didn't expect that, but I really, 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 really love Mulan recently. I'm just like obsessed with her too.
Yeah, she sings I'll Make a Man Out of You all the time.
I do.
This next one is a very fun one. It is, do you guys consult on all Disney purchases or do you go off impulse? And this was asked by our friend Steve C on YouTube.
That's a great question.
It's a great question.
So if Brandon was in charge of buying things Disney, we would be in a house full of Disney items.
And broke.
Yeah, and broke. But yeah, no, we consult because I make him consult with me. He always goes, oh, look at this, it's so cool, and like has like in his like checkout little like box thing, and I'm like, yeah, no, we don't need that.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for Heidi, we wouldn't have any money, or I wouldn't have any money, so I'm thankful. But yeah, like I think we know our limits and we know how much that we're willing to spend on things.
Yeah.
The hardest thing is a pin live sale.
Yes.
That's when you gotta like reel us back because we're going hard
yeah,
at the pins.
we go hard at the pin live sales, but other than that, we're pretty good.
We're pretty good.
Our next question was asked by Vanessa Rosio on YouTube, and it is, what is your must-buy Disney souvenir other than pins?
It's a tough question. Oh boy.
I have my answer.
Okay, you go first. That's hard.
A Spirit jersey. I love a Spirit jersey. The only thing about them is they're like expensive, so kind of annoying, but they're just so amazing and they're like always good quality, so I love a Spirit jersey.
That's true. If I had to pick, I would actually pick a Spirit jersey because I like those, but I'm going to pick Magic Bands.
Oh yeah.
I know Heidi's really Magic Band obsessed. I really do like them a lot. I hope that they keep Magic Bands.
I know.
I really like them, and I think they can get creative, and they have different characters, and I think they're really cool. I love the ones that when you scan them in, they do something.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. So we always have to get, like I know like when I go have to get a Magic Band, and now we've kind of started that. This next one is, what's your plan if you get into grad schools in different cities, and what are your dream grad schools? And this was asked by Samantha Rosian on YouTube.
Okay, this is a great question.
It's a loaded question.
I'm like a big heavy planner, so
Yes.
I'm like planning my situation if I don't get in, if I do get in.
It's true.
So we actually are only planning on applying locally.
Yep.
So our dream schools are our local schools. The one that has a medical school here, and then there's one that has a like English teachers college.
Yeah, not too far from here.
Yeah. So what was the first part?
Yes. Well, like, and the reason why we're doing that is because we want to start like a life and like get a house and have a family. And I think people get so caught up on school for good reason, because you have to go to school. But then I think all the other stuff kind of passes you by. And to me, happiness and having a life is really important.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, well, teachers college is 2 years here, and med school is 4 years, and then you have to do your residency. So for me, I just didn't want to like go across the country for 4 years and then like have to get placed for residency somewhere. And I just thought that like if I don't get in right away, like this is the school that I want to go to because I want to be here and I want to work here and I want to have a job here and a career here. So if we don't get in, well, my backup plan if I don't get into med school is teachers college as well, at the same place that Brandon wants to go, because I'd love to teach kindergarten, and ultimately I want to be like working in pediatrics, so I felt like that would be a good like plan B if I don't get in.
Yeah, so staying here is just better for our life plan, not just only school, but everything that we want to have a life together. So it's really important to us.
Our next question is kind of more for Brandon.
Yep.
It was asked by Tiny Disney Island on YouTube. So what is Brandon's favorite character from Zootopia and why?
So Judy Hopps, because everything about her is awesome. She has so much drive and passion, and she believes that she can do anything, and then she does it, and I think she's just incredible. I think any kid in the world needs to watch Zootopia and learn from Judy Hopps, because she's awesome. She just has, like I said, the drive and a great personality and all those things about her.
And there's a little bonus question, so I'll just ask it here. It's for Brandon. Well, I guess it's also for me, but what would you both wear to Gazelle's concert?
Ooh, Gazelle. That's hard. I don't dress super fancy. I wear t-shirts and shorts all the time. But if I was going to Gazelle's concert, I'd get like dolled up maybe a bit. I would have like a dress shirt on and some dress pants and some dress shoes on, and that would be the extent of what it would be.
Yeah, I'd wear like a nice little summer dress. I feel like that would be nice.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, try everything, and we'd be like, we'd be up there. That would be so good. Come on, make that happen. Okay, this was asked on YouTube by Disney Dan, our friend, and it is favorite thing about going to Disney World.
I think we kind of have the same favorite thing, but just being there. It's so amazing. Like immediately when you just walk into the gates of the park or even at your hotel, it's just like the Disney magic is there, and it's so amazing. It's just the best.
And I know this is very controversial, but like when we walked up that line to the Magical Express, I was already gone and getting on that bus. So it like truly starts from once you get there. Like everything about it, it's just like being in that atmosphere is incredible.
Our next question was asked by Karen Fisher on YouTube, and it is, which Disney character is most inspiring to you?
So mine already said Judy Hopps. She like goes from the bottom and nobody believes that she can do it, and she's told that she'll never be a police officer, and then she's the top of her class and does it and achieves things, and then they don't think that she'll find all the lost mammals, and then she does. She's just an inspiration to anybody, so my girl Judy.
And mine is Mulan. I just think she's so amazing. Like, she goes to fight for her country, for her dad, because he's like sick, and I just think it's like the ultimate like sacrifice that she made, and she's like so powerful, and I think more people need to watch that movie, especially little girls, to know that like that you're powerful and that you can just be like amazing just like her.
I agree. Girl power, Judy and Mulan. Come on. This next one is, do you have any pets? And this was asked on YouTube by Life Joyfully Done.
So I personally don't have any pets. My family has 2 bunnies,
Yep.
but they're not really like my pets because I don't live at home.
And then here at my house, we have my dog, Daisy. She's a golden doodle, but she's black, and a golden doodle is a mix of a poodle and a golden retriever, and she's really cute. I think she's 10 or 11, so she's getting up there, but she's just the sweetest. I love her so much.
Our next question was asked by Pumpkin Pass on YouTube, our little buddies there.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing you own and why?
I know mine. Mine's right back here. Mine is this.
Aww.
Mine is our adventure book, which is from Up. We got it at the Disney store, and I know it's just a normal notebook, but for us it isn't. When we open it up, we have a lot of our memories in here, so you can kind of see some of them there, things that we've done, and we have little notes that like correspond with them. It's like a little scrapbook, so it has all really good moments from times in our life together that have happened. So the adventure book's my favorite thing we own.
That's amazing. Mine isn't that cute.
That's okay. You know, it doesn't have to be
So I recently got a new sewing machine and I
Hey.
love it, and I've just been like sitting in our room and
Yeah.
just like sewing all day every day because I'm making scrunchies, Disney inspired scrunchies, and other things that I like.
Yep.
I'm gonna have like a little small shop on my Instagram. I'll just plug that in.
Yeah.
Sunny.Tusky, and it's just been so fun to just do something that I love, especially like this time right
Yeah.
now when like things are kind of
It's
weird
true.
with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to keep busy and to kind of have like a new hobby that I can share with people. So that's why.
So this next one is, which Disney park outside of the US would you like to go to? And this was asked on YouTube by Marissa Gunthert.
So we already answered
We
this
already
question.
answered this.
Disneyland, Paris.
And Shanghai Disneyland.
Our next question, asked by Pumpkin Pass. This was asked by JP specifically. How's the weather up there? Not because they're tall, but because they're in the north. Haha.
That's funny. So up here, our climate's really weird. It's really cold and one of the coldest places in Ontario, technically. It's very cold up north. But in the summer, it's really hot.
Our next question was asked by our friends over at Magic in Michigan, and it is, what's the farthest Brandon is willing to drive for a dream vacation?
I would drive anywhere in America, to be honest. I would drive to California, even though it's really long. I would love to go to Disneyland, like I've said multiple times. I would drive there. I would drive to Orlando and go to Disney. I just wouldn't want to drive anywhere that I gotta like drive my car in a boat and then like travel across. Wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So anywhere within Canada, America. So this next one is, what do you think is the most underrated Disney Pixar movie and Disney park ride? And this was asked on YouTube by Ashley Romero.
Okay, so Disney/Pixar.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with Brother Bear because I love that movie so much, and a lot of people have not seen it.
Sure.
So if you have not seen it, go watch it. It's amazing.
And mine's gonna be Zootopia because not enough people give Zootopia love. It needs some more love. Don't you guys agree? Let me know in the comments if you agree that Zootopia needs some more love. And what about a park ride? A park ride that I think is underrated would be... Oh, no, I know this. This is easy. Dinosaur. Super underrated.
I agree.
Criminally underrated. I know people don't like it. Controversial. Dinosaur is a great ride. Okay, guys, we are back. Our camera died because we have so many questions. So we're going to hop right back into these right now. The next question is, a hobby outside of Disney and YouTube that you each love. And this was asked by our friend on YouTube, Magical Martini.
I have a few different hobbies. Running's one of them, which I talked about a lot already, but I also really like drawing.
Yes, you do. So maybe I'll have to show some of Heidi's drawings because they are really, really good. She's really good at drawing. Mine would be video games. I love playing video games. I love playing NBA 2K. I love playing things on the Switch, so I play like Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing. And then I do love basketball. And I also just love watching YouTube. Like not like doing YouTube, but like random things on YouTube, like basketball things and that kind of stuff.
Our next question is from Sadie B on YouTube. So the question is, with so many new collections, where do you store them all?
Yeah, so the joke with her is she's in our Canadian pin group, and like we said that we're having new collections, and she goes like code word for new collections that you just want more pins.
Yeah.
So we store pins on pin boards actually, and we have them on the wall, which a lot of people don't do, but some do that we know, which is really cool. I like having them on pin boards. We can display them.
Yeah.
And then our traders, again, we have in like a binder. And then other Disney random stuff we just kind of store on our shelf here in our background. But yeah, pins take up the most room, but then not really because we have them on our boards. This next one is a life question, and it is from Ashley Ellman on YouTube, and it is, do you have plans to move in together in the future?
Well, so right now we already live together,
Yeah.
but we live at Brandon's family's house.
Yep.
But we do have plans to move together once we know where we're going for our school
Yep.
post-undergraduate. then we'll decide if we're either going to move into a house or if we're going away to school, then we'll have to get an apartment together.
Yeah, so right now we're saving for a house because we'd love to start that little chapter in our lives.
So the next question is from our friend Kevin Nosworthy, and it is, when are you realistically planning on going back to the House of Mouse?
Yes. So we were supposed to go at the end of August, beginning of September, but because the borders aren't open and all the craziness, we've had to move that. We haven't really picked a date yet, though. We are thinking the most realistic earliest would be like end of April. Which would be like right around my birthday, which I've always wanted to go to Disney for my birthday, but like it just makes the most sense, and hopefully by then things have calmed down. Maybe Disney's like protocols are less where like, I don't know if you'll
things are going back to normal, and maybe they'll at least have like fireworks
and things like that.
Stuff like that.
And then we'll be able to actually like leave our country, which we can't do right now. This next one was asked on YouTube by Madison Wimmer, and it is, if you couldn't park hop, what park would you go to? What would you pick?
Hollywood Studios.
See, I want to pick Hollywood Studios, but then I thought like if I could pick one park to go to, like isn't Magic Kingdom iconic and you'd want to go there for pictures?
Yeah, but
I guess. Okay, yeah, no, I'm picking Hollywood Studios. I love Hollywood Studios.
And fun fact, we don't really park hop on our trips. We just are one of those kinds of people who just go to one park and stay the day.
Yeah, even like when I go like with my family, we don't park hop. We get the one ticket. We're there like park open, park closed, and that's how me and Heidi both agreed to do it, and we loved it. It worked out perfect.
Our next question was asked on YouTube, and it's from Laura Merrick. And it is, what is your favorite character meet and greet and why?
Okay, so I'm going to pick two because they're both very different. So the one you can't always meet, but at the Christmas party, I met the genie and it was iconic. We'll leave that video here from Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Amazing. I like totally freaked out. I love meeting him. But then one that you can always like constantly meet, I really like to meet Baymax because he's really big and like
he gives
full
great
of
hugs.
air. Yeah, and he's cool. He's big like me, so I like meeting Baymax.
And I like meeting Rapunzel. I just get really nervous when I meet all characters, really. But with her, I find that she's just always amazing and always has lots of energy. And
it's true.
It's just so great to meet her.
And Heidi gets nervous to meet like the face characters because she doesn't ever know what to say.
Because I get nervous that they're going to talk to me, and then I'm just like nervous.
So then I just come in and I'm like, don't worry, I'll handle the chatting with these people because I love it. I'm all about it. So this next one is, if you could spend the day in a Disney park with one character, what character would it be? What park would you be in? What ride would you ride? And what food would you eat? And that was asked on YouTube by Maggie Barley.
Okay.
It's a loaded question.
Character? Oh. No, Rapunzel. Because Rapunzel is just so energetic. I'm sure she would love the parks. Ride, Tower of Terror. I'm not sure if she'll like it, but I love it, so have to go on that one. And food, Dole Whip. That's
so
easy.
you'd for sure be at Hollywood Studios. That's the park. So Hollywood Studios.
Oh, I have to say the park. Yeah,
but you're right. So mine would be the genie. Obviously, what else is new? I'd love to ride with him on Toy Story Mania and get competitive. I'm sure he'd pull some trickery with that magic and beat me, which would never happen because I'm the champ. And then we would eat some popcorn because it's just classic. And of course, it'd be at Hollywood Studios, our favorite park.
Our next question is from Tara V on YouTube, and it's Brandon. It's for you.
Ooh.
Brandon, if you could have breakfast, cereal in brackets, with any Disney family, which would you choose to start your day with?
Okay, so cereal is my favorite food for those of you who don't know. Any kind of cereal, I'm all about it. There's just something about cereal and milk and together. Amazing. I would eat cereal with The Incredibles because I love The Incredibles. They're my favorite Disney family. I think just their whole dynamic is awesome. And I feel like I'd be out of place there, but it would still be really fun. I'd be like old, like and sitting there and like all like the little kids, Jack and Dash and Violet. But it'd be so fun. And then I would have to, like, I feel like get a superpower.
Oh, that's
cool. That would just be incredible.
What
so
would
I would
your
want
superpower
that.
be?
I would want to be like Thor, would be like my something like Thor. Have a big hammer and like control lightning and stuff, and be able to fly, be like a god. I know that's kind of extreme, but that'd be my superpowers for sure. So Tara V also wanted to ask Heidi a question, and she said, Heidi, you are judging a Disney pageant, and the 3 finalists are Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Elsa. Who would win first, second, and third, and you can judge it based on sample categories like 1, dress, 2, talent, or singing, etc.
Okay, we kind of discussed this a little bit, and at first I thought that in first place would be Rapunzel because I feel like she's charismatic and beautiful and everything. But then when I saw the categories, I decided that Elsa would come in first because her dress is stunning. Her outfits are always stunning in Frozen 2.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Her talent, like Frozen.
Yeah, she has ice powers.
Yeah,
Come on
obviously.
Now.
And then she can sing, obviously. And I'm sure she would still be good at talking and answering their little question. That would be easy money for her. And then I think in second I would pick Rapunzel, though Cinderella does have a beautiful dress, but I feel like Rapunzel has an outgoing personality that can take her a long way.
Yep.
And Cinderella would be in third, but I think they're all fantastic. Those are like, I love them all, so.
It all comes down to the singing voice of Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Okay, this one is asked from our dear friends Haley and Tommy over at Magically Mickey and More on YouTube. And this one's a really good question. It is, if you could mash up any 2 Disney movies to create a new movie, what 2 would you pick?
You can go first.
Okay, I already know Zootopia and The Incredibles. I would have this superhero family working with Nick and Judy to take down some bad guys. I think it would be so awesome and incredible. No pun there. Well, yeah, pun intended. Incredibles and Zootopia, it'd be like Mr. and Mrs. and Dash and Violet, Jack, Nick, and Judy.
That sounds very cool. Mine, I'm just gonna go with my 2 favorites.
Yeah, come on.
Frozen 2 and Tangled, because I feel like Anna and Rapunzel would be really good friends and they would go on lots of adventures together and I just love them all. So.
And then you'd have Sven and Maximus and Olaf and Pascal.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
It'd be really cool. I would like that too.
So our next question came from 2 people on YouTube, Magic in Michigan and Kevin again. And the question is, what's one Disney restaurant you've always wanted to try?
That's actually really hard, and we don't know like too much about Disney food. I think we've gotten better because we wanted to like our next trip experience more Disney food places.
Yeah.
But I'm always gonna come back to Crystal Palace, man. Like
Me too.
I need that. The Winnie the Pooh characters, like being in Magic Kingdom, seeing like the sights out there, and like that buffet food. I just think it'd be so good.
It would be.
This one's a good one. We're getting like really deep. You're gonna get to know us here. This was asked on YouTube by Pumpkin Pass, and Taylor was the one who asked this. And it is, what is your biggest fear?
Oh, you can go first.
Okay, I have 2, but my overwhelming one is to drown. I'm like super scared. Like,
He doesn't
to drown.
really like the water.
No,
like,
and I'm not a very
stuff.
good swimmer, so I'm very scared to drown that I'm just gonna like one day not be able to swim anymore and then just drown. But I'm also very scared of failure, which is really weird. It's a really big fear of mine to like put yourself out there and then be judged or fail at something. But I think I've gotten way better at that, but I'm still scared to drown for sure.
Mine is probably like losing someone I really, really love. It makes me sad to think about. That's
true.
Probably my biggest fear.
This one is asked by our dear friend from the UK, D at All That Pink Disney Magic X, and it is, what things make you truly happy in life? I love this question.
Just a lot of things. I'll just name some. Running. I just love like going for a run, not like competing necessarily, just going out there for a run. I like my new scrunchie hobby. I love doing that. I love drawing. I love hanging out with my family and friends. I love Disney, YouTube. Just doing things that I just really, really like. Yeah, all those things.
Mine is Heidi. Makes me the most happy. No, and it's true. Heidi makes me the most happy. I've never been happier my whole life since being with Heidi. She's led me to do a bunch of incredible things like this we do because me and Heidi want to do it. Heidi makes me a better person, which I love. So Heidi just makes me so happy. My family makes me really happy, and doing this whole YouTube thing really makes me happy. It's the best thing that I've ever done because I get to connect with all you people that watch. We've made some awesome, super close, really good friends through all this, which has been the most incredible thing. We talk to every day. So my answers are Heidi and this whole YouTube thing.
Oh. Another one from D is, what's your favorite thing about the Disney community?
So we kind of touched on it, but again, we'll add some more. But like this kind of thing where we get to connect with you, I think is the coolest thing. And sharing our hobby of Disney with people who really like it too.
Yeah.
I think being from where we're from and the friends that we have maybe don't like it as much as we do, obviously. So it's nice to have people who like it the same and have the same interests. You can talk about things too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And all of the comments. And the messages and like people tagging us and stuff and like just everything about it. It makes our hearts really full. So thank you to all of you who watch and are subscribed. It means truly the world to us. You don't even understand. So this next one was asked by Amanda Lunau, and I'm sorry if I got that wrong, on YouTube. And it is, do you think that Canada should have a Disney park of their own?
So I'm not sure how well it would do in Canada. I think the reason that it does well in America is because there's so like the population's so
and it's
big.
warm.
And it's warm and everyone travels there.
Yeah.
Whereas in Canada, like, I know a lot of like people who live in America actually don't have passports and stuff, so they're kind of like local. But I mean, it would be fun to have one. If we did have one, well, Brandon and I kind of disagree.
Yeah, so you say yours first. Say yours first.
I think I would say that they should open a Disney park somewhere kind of more like remote. So like on outskirts of like a big city. So like not Toronto, but like some outskirts town that's like close enough, like an hour away. Or like in like Edmonton or something like that.
Yeah, so mine, originally I thought like right in downtown Toronto.
And I'm like, where are they putting that?
Which doesn't make sense. So like mine would be kind of like, we have a theme park in Vaughan called Canada's Wonderland. And it's kind of like the outskirts of Toronto, but it's still close enough. I would have to pick that. I think Toronto is the biggest city, the most people know about it, and Ontario is a big province. So fingers crossed, maybe one day. I doubt it.
They could do like a Frozen theme one.
Yeah,
I would live for that.
And I know that Amanda is also Canadian, so let us know, Amanda, what you think if they should have a park and where.
Our next one is from Ashley Romero, and it was asked on YouTube. And the question is, what's your largest pin collection?
Largest pin collection would be Zootopia. I tried to count, and I might have missed a few, but I've almost like around like 40 Zootopia
Which
pins.
is pretty good for Zootopia.
Which is pretty good for Zootopia.
Especially more recently. You used to have like literally
I used to have
5.
none, and I was like, I want more Zootopia pins. And those of you who know Pinmill Mondays, I usually have Zootopia pins.
Yeah.
For the last little while, haven't, and now we're back on that grind. But so Zootopia is my biggest pin collection, which I'm pretty proud of.
And I think mine is either Tangled or Frozen, but I think Frozen has a bit more. Yeah. Those are like my 2 main collections. I kind of have them on one board. Not sure how many pins I have though from it.
Okay, this one was asked by Pamela Noseworthy on YouTube, and it is, do you collect other Disney items besides pins? If yes, what are they?
Ooh, I collect magic bands.
Yep, Heidi collects magic bands. She actually has them down here, which you can't see,
can
but she has a few. Maybe one day we'll show those off.
Yeah.
I guess I maybe collect now gym shorts because I'm obsessed with them. There's a few down there, some back there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, more on the way. And then I collect, kind of movie posters here. I have a few of them on the wall, and then some Avengers Pop Funko figures from Endgame. I love that movie. So this next one we kind of already touched, but we'll kind of explain it again. So if you could get a paid trip to any Disney park in the world, where would you go and why? And this was asked on Instagram by Keita Schuchman.
Well, wait, I don't even remember what we said earlier. It's been so long. Yeah. But I'm going to say Walt Disney World because I don't want to fly anywhere. Yeah, I'd rather just drive my way to Walt Disney World because I love it there. And if it's all paid for, then why not?
That's fair. See, I'm going to pick going overseas because if they're paying for my plane ticket, I'm going to Shanghai. Again, I said it before, but then also potentially Tokyo. I think that the Tokyo park looks really cool and is really different. So one of those 2 parks overseas. This next question is, what ride do you fast pass if you only have one left? And this was asked on Instagram by Jedi Disney Steve C.
So I'm going to say dinosaur. People are probably going to be hating on that because I know a lot of people don't like it, but I really, really love it.
We love dinosaur.
It's a really fun ride.
So I kind of took this as if I already booked my 2 and then a third one that I'm going to pick. So I'm going to pick Pirates of the Caribbean because usually at Magic Kingdom we do Peter Pan's Flight and then Big Thunder and then Pirates would be a third one that we pick. Yeah. But yeah, those are 2 that we would want to fast pass for sure.
Our next question is from Amanda Luna again. And the question is, if you could jump into any animated Disney movie and live there, what one would you choose and why?
If you've been on this channel for a bit, you already know Kingdom of Corona. I want to see the lanterns and go in the boat and be on the water. And the little town looks so beautiful. And just everything about it seems perfect. And to me, that scene in the boat with the lanterns is one of the most beautiful Disney scenes ever. So Kingdom of Corona 2021, hopefully.
Yeah, I was going to choose that one, but I have to go with Frozen 2, location, Arendelle, obviously, because if that means Elsa and Anna are going to be there, I will gladly live there. I don't care if it's cold. I snowboard. Oh, that's another thing that I do. I snowboard, so I'd love it, and I love Elsa and Anna, so I think I'd fit in.
Oh yeah, for sure. This next one is from Andrew and Jess at Magic in Michigan on YouTube, and they know us. So they said, what is one location you've never been to that Heidi would be willing to fly to? So what's the farthest that you would fly to? Well, I think I know the answer.
I don't really like flying anywhere. No. At all. And I only do it because I know I have to get to the place that I want to. The farthest place I've been, meaning the farthest I've been in an airplane for to fly somewhere has been to British Columbia, which is in Canada actually, but I think the flight's around 7 hours. So anything longer than that I'm not really interested in, so I think I could get to Europe in that amount of time. But like the really far parks, I don't think I'll ever be able to do it unless I stop somewhere and like regroup.
Well, it's okay, guys. We're doing them all one day. I thought that you'd pick like California for Disneyland because it's like the same as BC, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I think that's maybe the farthest, or to Paris. But we're gonna do them all. Don't worry, guys. There'll be vlogs when we're older, and you'll be able to see all that stuff.
Stressed already. Our next question is from Ashley, and it is: what is your favorite current Funko Pop, pin, or Jim Shore at the moment?
So pin we already showed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show some things. I'm gonna show my favorite Funko Pop that I have right now, and it is Thanos and Thor from Avengers Infinity War when he should have went for the head and doesn't. I just think this is so awesome. I love this. And like you have like the lightning and the axe going right in his chest. That one's my favorite Funko Pop. Heidi doesn't really like Funko Pop.
So my favorite Funko Pop is the only one that I have. And it's Rapunzel. And yeah, this is the only one that I have. I don't really like Funkos. I'm sorry everyone, because I know everyone likes Funkos. The only other Funkos I think I would get would be the one from Onward. Like Ian, Barley, and their dad. And there's a Manticore one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get those, but...
You would like those?
Yeah.
And then for Jim Shore, again, we're going to do show and tell. It's up here on our shelf. But it is this, like, partners in crime, one of Nick and Judy. Like, come on. How can you not love this figure? Nick and Judy looking amazing, as always, on there. Love that one of Nick and Judy.
And I actually don't have a Jim Shore just because I don't want to start, like, loving them because then I know I will want them and they're expensive. We even saw, like, an El Sonano one that we almost got and I was like,
and it was on sale half price.
Yeah, I know. Like, why didn't we get
have.
it? Now looking at my shelf, I could use a Jim Shore.
Yes.
So out of the collection that we do have, this one's kind of random, and I don't even really like this character that much, but I just think this Jim Shore is super cute. It's of Peter Pan. I think it just captures his character, like, perfectly, and he looks super, super, like, realistic in this particular Jim Shore, so I
And
really
what's it
like
called
this
on the
one.
bottom? Is it like something about growing up? Oh, it doesn't say it. It's covered. That's okay. Never mind. Okay, and this is our last question, guys. We've made it, so if you've stuck around this whole time, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. If your snack ran out, we're sorry. But this is asked from our friend D again at All That Pink Disney Magic X, and it is describe each other in 5 words.
Oh, this is
really hard.
Pick 5 good words. Okay, for Brandon, I'm gonna pick patient because he's literally the most patient person I've ever met. Kind, because I know everyone says like, oh yeah, that person's like the sweetest ever, but like you don't really mean it, you know. But Brandon actually is like the nicest person out there. I'm gonna say honest because he never like lies or tried to hide anything. He's always uber honest and he's always trying to get me to like open up and talk about things, which is good. Need that in my life. Love. Because I feel all gushy talking about
I know, I'm like, it's so weird sitting here.
I know, you're like,
my cheeks hurt from smiling.
Because, like, he is love to me and he is what that word means. And then last one is positive. Brandon always has, like, a super positive outlook on life and, like, on everything. And he's always, like, a little, like, ray of sunshine, and he always just makes me so happy and always tries to get me to like look at the best of things. So it's really hard to pick just 5 words because I could like go on and on and on, and I've kind of like added a lot of extra words behind all those meanings, but yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try it. So my first one is life-changing. It's true. Heidi will change your life, and I know she's changed a lot of people's lives on here that she talks to because she's just the best and incredible, and she has truly changed my whole life from where I was before I met Heidi to where I am now. Is incredible, and to add of that, she's the most uplifting person. There's a lot of insecurities that I have, and she helps me get through those, and I really, really appreciate that because it means the world to have someone like that. She's hilarious and so funny. She always makes me laugh, so that's one for sure, hilarious. She's the best. Giving, Heidi will do anything for everybody, and she goes out of her way to do that. And I think that's amazing, and she is the smartest person I've ever met, so that's another one. Knowledgeable and smart. She knows everything about everything. She's super smart in school, and she has made me a better person and makes me think about things that like kind of from like a back of like more logic versus like impulse. She's like very logical.
My heart. I can't take this.
That was tough, and that's like weird
Yeah,
to
and
sit
like
here and
on
talk
the spot.
about on
Yeah,
the spot.
so
Gee,
sorry.
that's a good
We were just
question.
like
we're
had to
like
get in all the
gushing
feels,
over each other. Wow.
So that's it. We finally got through all the questions. We know there were a lot, but we really wanted to answer all of them.
Yes, and thank you so much to everyone who asked us a question either in the comments on YouTube or over on Instagram. We really appreciate it. We got so many, and it's so awesome to hear kind of what you guys want to know about us. So we're happy to do this so you learn a bit more about me and Heidi.
And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for,
we are going to announce the winner of our 500 subscribers Disney Mystery Box giveaway. And if you're following us on Instagram at SunnyTimes2, you would have seen the gym shore that we're giving away, which is really exciting. We have everybody's names here on this wheel that successfully entered the giveaway. And what that means is you had to have asked us on our announcement video. You had to put your favorite cereal, your favorite Disney ride, a goal and dream that you have, and then you had to have asked us at least one question on YouTube or Instagram. I'm going to click this wheel, it's going to spin around and tell us all together who the winner is. We're very excited about it, so here we go. I messed up there. I'm like, wow. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Our winner is... Wildlife Salt Life!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh. So Brittany and Liz, you're going to have to comment on this video or send us a message on Instagram because you have won our giveaway. We are so excited. Thank you again to everyone who entered the giveaway. We thank you so very much.
A big, massive thank you again to everyone who took the time to enter into our giveaway and who asked us questions. It was so much fun. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. So sorry it was so long, but thank you so much if you stayed till the end. It means the world to us.
Yes, congratulations to Wildlife Salt Life for winning our giveaway. And we just want to say from the bottom of our hearts, a huge thank you to all of our subscribers. We can't even believe that we've hit 500. Hopefully we can continue to grow because we love you all so very much, and you're just the best for watching us open pins and do unboxings. It's the most surreal thing in the world. As always, if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up and comment down below your answers to some of our questions. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you are new, consider subscribing for more Disney content just like this, pins, hauls, and unboxings.
And remember, it's always sunny.